Hi, everyone. I'm back again today. As I have mentioned before, you will see me sometimes and sometimes you wouldn't. So I am still on this corona virus story. As you know, we are all so much affected by it. Myself, I've been really affected by it, and I did so much research to try to find out because of for the first time in my life, of course. early 90s, I was intimidated very much by HIV and AIDS, and we all thought that we are going to die. And it was there was this panic attack, and you realize. And yesterday I did a video, and that video was showing my panic attack. I was really in this panic mood because it seems as if the world, what's happening at this present moment, it's really chaoticness of panic attack, where people showcase really how much gullible we are as adults. Because if we go into those panic attack moods, how do we then guide the young ones? How do we we're the health people, where we say we are the health ones, especially with the alternative people, because I'm one of those holistic, you might call me holistic practitioner, or you might call it, you might call me what do you call that, alternative. I fall under that umbrella. And I realized, my God, I was losing my mind as well, because of, you see the shops getting empty. You see people fighting. They're fighting for things like tissues. They're buying food like crazy. Again, showcasing this greediness. And I think at this moment, I just thought to myself, I'm going to come. And because yesterday something happened, I was busy doing my garden, because I thought, it's that time of the year where people are being forced to stay in their homes without any having clear contact with each other. So we look at each other as, you're my enemy, I'm your enemy, I will kill you. Just being closer to you, I'll kill you, and you'll kill me. So that idea itself, it's so threatening. And last week I went for this water therapy thing, which was fantastic. Just because I'm very afraid of water. So I went in there, and I was surrounded with people who were close, but I also had this thing of fiercity of this, what do you call this, coronavirus thing. And I got home, and when I got home, I realized that there was something happening to me, this panic attack, because when panic attack happens, our lungs get shut. They get, we minimize the movement of our lungs. We make it smaller. We close the space of breathing. We affect our throat. We do so many things. Panic attack, it's really one of the worst thing at this present moment for us to be able to deal with this coronavirus. And also, we also have to be very aware that it's in our hands. It is in my hands and you to stay healthy. You might listen to the media, because the problem is that, yes, the media has good things. I'm not saying don't listen to the media. Yes, the media tells us, we tend to listen a lot to the media, but also find ways yourself, do research how to stay healthy. And maybe this is a moment of really reconnecting, because this shutdown thing, it does not mean actually we are shut down out of our fellow, those we love, because we reside with them, we live with them. So it is a group of people staying together in their homes and finding ways how to reconnect with ourselves. We lose connections. You see, we've got Facebooks, we've got all these things. We connect so much, and maybe so for some reason, somewhere, somehow, God, He is trying to make us reconnect with ourselves. Yes, there is a death around it, but if we move away this death, this dying story that we see, that people are dying, it's not lots of people who are dying. They say in total, it's about 4,000 something people. There are millions of people, zillions of people in this planet. Now, the fact that you are still surviving today, you can survive tomorrow. You can survive day after tomorrow. What we need to do is to stay away from the panic attack. You understand? Panic attack makes people go wild. I mean, people are going crazy. People are becoming animals. People are becoming very selfish. And selfishness, it's where my fear is the scarcity of food for just individual society, because of you've got people who think, you see how empty we are, really disconnecting with ourselves. Nobody has said a shortage of food. They say there's coronavirus and you need to stay in your home. Be responsible. It didn't mean that there's no food. You could go to the shop and get food. I think shops aren't closed now. The problem is we become very we lose our minds, we lose focus, we lose control, and then we start going to the shops and buying things that we don't need, and we even forget that there are neighbors that needs to buy. People are buying things for 8 months and 6 months, and this is where this is where I get always fascinated as a member of the human race, that we actually think that food, it's a thing that keeps us alive. That's why there's so much greediness. And I like this. I like that. I like what I'm seeing. This panic attack of people behaving really wild, beating each other for small tissue papers, not even realizing that they're putting themselves in danger while you're beating up this person because of this person. It's taking what you think it's your tissue. You're actually putting yourself in danger, because of the story behind this coronavirus is that let's stay away from each other. Let's not touch each other unless we clean our hands, unless we shower or we bath 3 times a day. It's hygiene. I think it's all about hygiene. And I don't know. I'm not really going to be a master around coronavirus, but I'm just thinking it's like when you have a flu. Flu, we know if your friend comes in and they've got flu, you're definitely going to have it, unless if you take massive step by telling them, please, honey, or please, sister, or please, brother, stay away from me a little bit. Don't come too close. So it is just like a flu, but it has more effects of really putting you in danger, because of once you get it, suddenly it brings other diseases, such as that what do you call that thing there? Pneumonia, which is the worst thing ever, because then your lungs are attacked. They get a lot of fluid. Then you can't breathe. Then when it gets to that stage, it's really far. I think with this corona thing, there's the stages. It begins, and as it begins, the question comes now with, how connected are we with our bodies? What I'm tending to do every day, which I do it anyway. The body is always out of, you find that in a monthly, you'll find things that are not usual in your body. It might be sometimes maybe you have a lack of sleep, you're not sleeping well. And the fact that you're not sleeping well for 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, it affects your body. So you listen to your body. How tired are you? And then from that moment, and the moment we are tired, you would feel the lack of sleep affects our lungs. It affects your chest. So what you tend to do, you massage your chest. You listen to your chest and you hold, I tend to hold this area and just really hold it up. And it feels as if I'm pinching, but this gives me a space, because it opens the tubes that connects my neck and my lungs. And this is the best thing. And I always do that. If I have had panic attacks, especially with this corona thing, yesterday as I was saying, I was doing a garden, and I was cutting the roses and etc. And this guy comes and he says to me, oh, I'm also doing a garden. And he's so excited, and he says, I can help you. And then he says, He gives me his phone number. He says to me, please put down your number. And as I'm putting down my number, William comes and he says, Carol, you can't let him to be so close to you, let him a little bit far away. And then I panic, and I'm realizing that, my God, how am I going to deal with this issue now? The person, it's lovely and wants to teach me how to make the garden even more beautiful. And then the guy goes, and then he comes back because he said he was going to come back. As he comes back, I'm thinking, okay, this time I'm not going to give him a handshake. I'm going to make him stay. But then I'm again reminded that, no, he can't come in the house, make as much distance. And then at that moment, I'm really getting lost that, my God, we are losing contact. What's happening here? So then I think to myself, oh my God. And you start realizing that every day numbers are climbing up of people being infected. So I realized the important thing is that stay calm, speak to people. Let's not be afraid of each other, but let's make sure that we're a little bit distant, and let's not touch each other, as they say. Or let's massage your hands every day. Massage your hands. Make yourself natural things. Yesterday I saw something incredible. I normally make my tea. This is what I'm going to talk about. And this is just to keep my lungs very moist, just to make sure that I've got lungs that are very moistured, So liquid, it's very important. And then this liquid, it's what I normally use for my flu. And I don't normally have flu because of this. It's my powerhouse that keeps me away from flu. I think the last time I had a massive flu was 3 years ago when I was in London, and I haven't had flu from then. Can you imagine? So be aware. Let's not panic. And me, of course, I like hugging people. I like giving people hands. I still have to learn how to not hug people, how to stay away. And it's a difficult thing. And I think if we, community, talk together in a way that this lockdown does not mean that we should be afraid of each other. What is lockdown? What are you doing in your home to keep yourself healthy? This is what we need to share. And what are the things that that are natural, that you use, that keeps you and your family healthy? What are the things that your great-grandmom used to do to you to make you healthy in your kitchen? Things that you have in your kitchens are actually your medicine to deal with these things of corona, unless if it's over the top and you are sweating, you are shivering, and you are losing your color, you're becoming pale, and etc. Then at that moment, it's not in your hands no more. It has went over the top. So they always say prevention is better than cure. So let's prevent these things of getting this corona nonsense thing. So this is my mixture that I use daily to stay healthy from anything that can happen. If I've met people and I'm panicking, I go home and I do my cleansing. So what do we have in there? And of course, I'll add on a little bit of African potato, which is my secrecy of staying my immune staying strong. I'm gonna put some extra. I forgot to put that. So what do I have? I've written here. My mixture contained lemon, ginger, garlic, fennel seeds, green camadons. I don't know how to pronounce that so well. Green cardamoms, and then cinnamon stick. And then I also have in there lemongrass, really pure lemongrass. Here it is. I don't know if you can see it. No powders. There we go. It's populating my drink. There it is. My block way away from coronavirus. So this is what I take daily, and I'm always having it. What I do, I just fill it up and fill it up, just to keep this area moistured, with drinking enough water, and then having your mixture of detoxing your lungs, because of, they say, this corona thing. affects this area. It affects your most vulnerable area. And then what else do I have? Another thing that I find that it works very well, not only because of coronavirus, but anyway, sometimes you find that because of this central heating system, it can dry the room so much, and that when you cough, suddenly you're so dry that you're struggling. Even when you drink water, the dryness remains. What I normally do to stay away from the dryness, I take a teaspoon of olive oil. Mm. I swallow that. Just a full teaspoon. You can take one or two in the morning and in the evening. And I'm doing it a lot at this present moment because it keeps my area here very healthy. And of course, that massage thing there, you just hold it. It's like you're pinching. And as you hold, you're not just pinching, you're feeling where the pains are. And as you're doing this, you'll find lots of pains if you are not okay. If I've got flu, the first thing that I work on is underneath here, underneath this area, and then around my what do you call this? Around my Around my jaws, and then I massage that area. Then my chin. At this moment the chin is a little bit sensitive. Why? Because of yesterday I was doing the garden and it was a little bit cold. And when you're doing garden, suddenly you're feeling very warm. And in the night, I felt like my nose were blocking a little bit. So if this area gets blocked, what will happen? Your chin gets a little bit sensitive, meaning that the cold, it's a little bit beginning because of me being outside. So what I'm gonna do after this show, after this podcast, I'm going to massage this area. You can see it gets a little bit red. So you massage that area. You massage, and then around your lips area as well, just to remove any bacteria that might affect you. Massage that area. Once again, go underneath and then hold that. Hold, and release. Hold, and release. Hold. And it's also kind of good for your facial massage to keep your face looking younger and good. So this is what I do. And then I go around, and this helps me. I start feeling lots of saliva in my mouth. My mouth gets watery, and then I get a chance to breathe in. So this is the moment of not panic attack. Just connect with your body and listen to what your body says, and that's it. This corona nonsense, it's not so strong as we think it is. And remember, once again, having these kinds of things on a daily. I'll put all these things below the video. You can find it there with different kinds of links that I do research upon around coronavirus so that you can study more. If you look at my video yesterday, I think I have put about 8, if not 9 videos that talks about this coronavirus thing. As I say, you guys, I'm getting more and more stronger in this YouTube thing. I'm still working on my one to make it more professional. It's a lot of work, but we're getting there. And then, so that's what it is. Massage this area. It's very important. And sometimes if you feel like you've got a little bit of pressure here that goes nowhere, look what I do. You see? And the body, it's so amazing. Just by doing this, look what it does. It opens, and then my finger can go in. And this is very gentle. And then if you've got a little bit of a problem there, just sit there and look what's going to happen. Because it opens my pathways of my inside body to cleanse whatever that is. Listen to your body. Give your body what it needs. And also not forgetting that in your way of dealing with coronavirus. And it is, and hey, another thing, so sorry. I say hey because I forgot. Another thing, don't only use it with boiled water. Don't boil water in the kettle and put this. No, put it into the pot with cold water. Let it boil from the beginning until you feel that now it's ready. So when you boil it, the medicine becomes even more stronger. So this is what you do. Share it with your friends and have it in your water bottle that you go to the gym with. Rather have this and have your cold water on the side. And at this present moment, actually, it is more important to drink a warm stuff than cold, especially as you're eating with this corona thing. Stay away from the cold. Remain a lot with heated stuff. I'm not saying don't take cold water, do, but take more heated stuff so that you cleanse your lungs. You cleanse that mucus. Mucus does not really like hot water that much. So cleanse the mucus by having stuff like this. So another thing is for us to be able to deal with this coronavirus. Yes, the governments are helping, the media is helping, but it's in our hands to stay healthy. This is the fact. I realize that nobody has sent us an email to tell us what we do. Yes, you find it on the media channels, but how many people are on this media? Some people are not so busy with these media channel things. They need us, people like us, to inform them of what's happening. Because if you're not listening to the news, you don't know what's happening. If you're not on the media channels for real good things, you don't know what's happening. There are people who are aware and there are people who are not aware. Now, when you're aware, share information, and that's what I do even with those around me, to make them stay calm, because of there's so much scarcity and fear of death. Death is not to be feared for. Not at all. When death comes, you're out of here. It does not matter when, it does not matter either it's corona or whatsoever. We can never run away from death, but we can celebrate life. Celebrate this moment of being away from home. Don't be selfish. My God, don't be selfish. I've seen this massive selfishness. Animalistic, it's not in human beings. It's time that we learn to share. So another thing that we're going to do is that if you feel that the panic attacks, they begin, stay calm. Stay calm, close your eyes, and just relax. Relax. You are not about to die. You are just about to take control of your life, as you did before coronavirus. Stay calm. Breathe in deeply, but very gentle. Feel your lungs will be really, really closed and very tight. The whole thing is just to close your eyes again, breathe in gently. I always say to people, when we find ourselves under a massive stress or massive panic attacks, anxieties and fears, and be mindful about what's happening around your body. Relax. Shut down the noise. You might hear a bird singing. And once you start hearing birds, then you know that you are not busy. Go into silentness. Go into the space of magnificent self, you, to acquire your own governor, to be able to help you deal with this situation we call coronavirus. It's not strong. And if it comes your way and you find that you have no control over it, it is because of you didn't believe anyway that you could have control over it. When I was young, as I said, coming from South Africa, they say it was the most heated country when it comes to HIV and AIDS, and we lost lots of people. I lost my father through this AIDS thing in South Africa. And I know lots of people. So there was this panic attack. And I remember me saying to myself one day, Carol, you are not born in this world to be controlled by the fiercity of death. If you're going to die, you're going to die. But the question is, are you responsible enough? What is the sex story around you? Because at that moment, the story was HIV came from sex if you slept with lots of people. And I realized that no, then what I just need to do, no boys around me, unless if there's a one man that I chose, and that man should be the only one that I have sex with. But also because of I didn't trust guys so much, so sex didn't become so important. And of course, I survived HIV and AIDS because I had a system that I was using that was protecting my governor. So what I did, I listened to what my governor told me to do to be able not to get affected with HIV and AIDS. And I took, it's everything. It's all about choices. You know, choices makes us live and age gracefully. Deal with this coronavirus issue very gracefully. Be the master of it. And remember, you might listen to the news. That one will tell you that, that one will tell you that, because it's their own technique system that they use to stay healthy. What is your technique for your friends? This is my technique for those I call my friends. My channels reach to the people, even though it does not reach to lots, but it reach to people that I think I'm connected with on the virtual life, which is the internet, or on the outside way from this media. As long as I talk to my those who are around me, it's always on a positive note. Take control of your life because of your well. So stay calm. Breathe in. Relax your shoulder. Really, just relax them. At this present moment, feel where your shoulders are. Are they where they belong? Are they in their rightful measurement? Probably not. Then breathe in again. And then relax them even further. So it's like this, it's kind of hypnosis, self-hypnosis to reconnect with your body. Relax further your shoulders. And then let go of your hands. And then from the shoulders, feel your hands tingling. Relax. Relax. Relax and feel your hands and wave them a little bit, shake them a little bit. And start connecting with your fingers and let your fingers relax. Your fingers are not the enemy to anyone. They are your fingers and you love them. And they are not a weapon to kill anyone. Just make connection with your fingers in that matter. Let your fingers at this moment be your focus point of this meditation. You love your hands and feel them. Are they killing anyone? No. Are they going to kill anyone? No. And if you think that you have symptoms of corona, what are you going to do? Relax your hands at this moment and think. I'm going to deal with this corona as I'm dealing with my flu. I'm going to do research and find things that can keep me healthy. And another point is that I'm going to do my best to make sure those around me are more healthier than I am, because I'm the one who's infected. So my hands are not going to affect anyone. I'm going to think about my next door neighbor to make sure that she's well. My hands are going to protect everything. So my hands at this moment are the loving vessels to this universe that is affected by this coronavirus. Relax. Relax, relax, relax. And then feel your neck. As your shoulders are relaxed and your hands are purely, I'm gonna sit, because I'm becoming even more relaxed. I'm gonna sit a little bit more well, because I normally lie down when I do meditation. So relax, 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 relax. Heaviness of your whole skull and face. Eliminate coronavirus word in your head. Put something positive, that when you think about being scared by this corona and you think of going to the shop and buying more food than you need, and you then bring that positive thoughts back into your mind to erase coronavirus and think that this is not only a problem, it's our problem, all of us. So what you do, change coronavirus into sharing and connection. Who is important at this moment in your life? Living. And as your neck relaxes, you see everyone in this planet. You really realize that how vulnerable we are. How vulnerable we are. And at this moment, it's so beautiful, isn't it? It's a moment of self-love. It's a moment of, there's no words of hatred at this moment. Is that beautiful? Corona brings positivity, actually. There's no racism. You don't hear, in this past few weeks, there has been stories of foreigners and etc. and etc. And at this moment, what you hear, it is coronavirus and how beautifully it has connected us together as human race. You are in control, remember? And this is Carol Matibula saying, don't let panic attack make you go into animalistic behavior. Let coronavirus be a thing that puts us together, and let's share tips as we are locked down in our own hockeys where we live. And let's make this a human comeback connection where we come back to one another and we share with each other. I'm so happy at this moment because in the past, I'm actually more happy, I'm more content, but yet everyone was not healthy at all. At this moment, there's a sense of calmness. There's a moment of calmness. I don't think I'm going to die because of coronavirus. Do you? And it's not because of the government you're going to survive. It's because of yourself. Are you really that strong enough? So this is Carol Matibula saying, let's keep well with this coronavirus. Do remember to be able to minimize the impact of this coronavirus thing in your life, your loved ones, your friends, your community, really human as you are. So this is Carol Matibula saying, I love you all. God bless. And let's keep this corona thing calm as much as we can. I love you all. Bye now. This is Carol. God bless. Ciao for now. Don't forget to subscribe for this channel as it's getting better and better and better by the day. Bye for now. Ciao.